Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. 7th class student. I am Fatma here with 13 lecture of SST. Alhamdulillah, I am fine and hopefully you are fine too. Dear students, open page number 65. Chapter number 14. National Unity and Freedom Movement. After the fall of Mughal Empire, followed by the defeat in the War of Independence, Muslims lost their power and status. They did not at this time help themselves as they rejected the education that British had so belatedly set up. The Hindus seized the opportunity and accepting education took over all the important positions and the power in industry and civil service. However, there were some enlightened Muslims like Sir Syed Ahmad Khan and Ali brothers and Allama Iqbal who realized the plight of their situation, that is, the situation of the Muslims. These later contribute to the awakening of the Muslims internationally and in giving back to them their sense of pride and purpose. Jamaluddin Afghani. He was born in 1838 and died in 1897. One of these figures was Jamaluddin Afghani, born in Iran and educated in Afghanistan. He travelled widely through the Muslim world and Europe, a man of liberal and progressive views. Despite a traditional education, Afghani believed that Muslim world must modernize if it was successfully meet the challenges of the West. Muslims needed to learn new technology and science and look forward to a better future, instead of only looking back at a glorious past. Jamaluddin Afghani believed in pan-Islamism, which means uniting all the Muslims into a single community, the Ummah. He was strongly in favor of ijtihad in Muslim thought and in the interpretation of Islamic law. He supported a parliamentary style of government which gave a voice to a common man and limited the powers of kings and rulers. Afghani's calls for national independence made him popular with the younger educated Muslims. However, his revolutionary ideas upset orthodox people. Muhammad Abdu. He was born in 1849 and died in 1905. Another influential personality was Muhammad Abdu, whose revolutionary ideas made him a leading Muslim figure. He was an Egyptian scholar who was strongly influenced by Jamaluddin Afghani, whom he had met during his stay in Paris as a student. That is, Abdu is the student of Jamaluddin Afghani. Abdu believed that while the Quran was immutable in its laws, the social aspect of immutable means unchangeable. Aspects of Muslim life needed to be reviewed. This can be described as ijtihad. Abdu's views were very progressive. He believed in the importance of education for Muslims to move forward. He strongly supported the right of Muslim women to education and in his university he made a special arrangement for them. Muhammad Abdu finally became a Grand Mufti and a member of Supreme Council at Al-Azhar University in Cairo, which is the capital of Egypt. His influence was very strong, especially among the younger students. Abdu died in Egypt in 1905. What is ijtihad? Ijtihad is to solve by reasoning a problem for which no example is found in Quran or Sunnah. The next personality is Maulana Muhammad Ali Johar. He was born in 1878 and died in 1931. Maulana Muhammad Ali Johar was a writer and a courageous journalist. Just before World War 1914 to 18, he started a famous weekly magazine called Comrade to awaken the Muslims politically. In 1959, he published an article which said the Turks were the right to fight the British. It was a relatively harmless article, but the British were furious at that and had him imprisoned. They were afraid that the Muslim soldiers fighting for them in the Middle East would object to fighting fellow Muslims. Actually, because of incompetence on the part of their British officers, the Indian army had suffered terrible losses in the war against the Turks in what is now Iraq. In particular, in the Battle of Kut, some 6,000 soldiers, including Muslims, were captured by the Turks. Of these, only 1,000 survived the brutal treatment given by their captors. The Khalik Dina Hall, Karachi, where the trial of Ali brothers took place in 1921. Maulana Johar was released in 1919 from prison. He started a new magazine in Urdu, Hamdard. We tried to give Muslim political education. He supported the Khilafat movement, which hoped that the peaceful agreement could be reached between Muslims and Hindus. In 1930, he attended the first roundtable conference in London with Mr. Jinnah, but was very sick and died the following year in London. During his illness, he had willed that he be buried in Baitul Muqaddas, Jerusalem, for he had not to want to return to a slave country. He was buried there accordingly, that is in Jerusalem. Information box. What is Khilafat movement? The Khilafat movement was started in 1919 and continued till 1924. It was launched by the Muslims of South Asia to influence the British government to protect the Ottoman Empire after World War I and to restore the position of the rulers as caliph. Allama Muhammad Iqbal, he was born in 1877 and died in 1938. Allama Iqbal was the great poet and philosopher who perhaps more than any other single person apart from M.A. Jinnah, who was responsible for the state of Pakistan. He was a brilliant scholar studying philosophy and law in Europe, in England and then in Germany. Back in India, he practiced law and became the greatest Urdu poet of his age. Later, his poetry became a way of putting forward his religious and political ideas. Much of his poetry was written in Persian so that it would be widely understood throughout the Muslim world. As early as 1910, Iqbal thought that the Muslim world should be united. His poems pointed to the glories of the Islam in the past and the miserable state it was in at that time. He called for reform and said to be the good Muslim was not just to sit thinking and meditating about religion, but to be active and do something positive about it. He joined the Muslim League in 1927 when it had only 1,330 members. As chairman of the annual meeting of Allahabad in 1930, he put forward his dream of independent and liberal Islamic state comprising NWFP, Punjab, Sindh and Balochistan. When the British left the subcontinent, the Allahabad statement was seed from which the present state of Pakistan grew. Chaudhry Rahmat Ali, he was born in 1897, died in 1951. In 1933, he together with his three friends at Cambridge University, England, he created the name for possible Muslim state comprising Pakistan, P. Punjab, A. Afghania, NWFP, K. Kashmir, Indus I, Sindh S, and Balochistan Tan. Chaudhry Rahmat Ali imagined a much larger nation than the one eventually emerged, divided into three independent parts but united in an alliance. The northwest including Iran and Turkmenistan, the northeast comprising Bengal and Assam, and a southern state that is Hyderabad in India. He was strongly in favor of an independent Muslim nation. He was rewarded in a way in 1940 when the All India Muslim League adopted his main demand for a separate homeland for the Muslims. Chaudhry Rahmat Ali died in England in February 1951. Students, these are book reading questions of chapter number 14. Write these questions on a sticky note on relevant pages. Later we will mark the answer of this question on your book. The answer of question number 6 is with question. Dear students, open page number 65. Mark the answer of first book reading from here to here. from after to the status. Question number 2 book reading answer is Pan-Islamism to Ummah, from here to here. Mark these questions on your book. Now open page number 66. The answer of third book reading question is information box full. The answer of fourth book reading is in two parts. First on page number 66, from just before to politically, and the next half is on page number 67, in 1919 to education, from here to here. The answer of fifth book reading question is on page number 67, full information box of Khilafat movement. The answer of seventh book reading is from here to here. Firstly from here to here, and then second paragraph he was to his age, and then from he joined to Balochistan. Mark these questions on your book. Dear student, this is all about lecture number 13. Take care. Allah Hafiz.